Everything that is done in the dark always, I mean always, has to come to the lights. Peace to all of my spiritual warriors. This is Shara the Goddess, and I'm back with another video. So check it out. Y'all heard what I just said. I said whatever is done in the dark has to always come to the light. Now, when I say that, I mean that in so many different ways. Now, one of the ways that I'm talking about is this. You already know that anytime that is some sneakiness, some negativeness, some just low vibrational things that has been happening to you, you already know that is coming from this place of the darkness. Now, y'all heard me in the beginning of this. I said I'm about to hit y'all with two different meanings of what I'm talking about. But on this one, you got to understand that the darkness is the spiritual realm. Out here in so-called reality is the light. So everything that's done in the darkness, aka the spiritual world, meaning the world that you have been deceived about, the world that, you know, a lot of people are afraid to tap into. I'm talking about that world, because in that world, it's so many different realities going on that if you're not tapped in, if you're not tuned in, if you don't know what's what, then this low parasitic energy entities that we like to call the devil or parasites or reptilians, oh, you better believe that they always working behind the scenes against us chosen ones. You better know this. So when I say everything done in the dark has to come to the light, oh, you better believe for sure, not even believe, but you better know for sure that all of that is out here in the so-called light. They're bringing it to your doorstep. They bringing it to your workplace. They bringing it to, you know, just you overall, because they have an agenda that they are trying their best to execute on. Chosen one, you are the golden ticket out here. You are the big bag thing out. You the bag. You the juice. You the fire. So their goal is to drop you down a notch, bring you down to their level. They need you at the bottom. They need you beneath the bottom so they can feast off of you, so they can have you around and bait you in. They have to do these things. So everything that they're doing in the so-called dark is being brought out here to the light. So and you got to understand how these parasites work. They work in so many different forms. They can show up as your family. They can show up as your friends. They can show up as somebody that you are working with, you know, in a job place. They can show up, you know, just random strange. They can show up any place, anytime. And their goal, like I said, is to bring you down and to make you just get off of your game. So they're coming up with tricks and all type of things to you know, just distract you and do all those things like that. So, but you got to think about it from another level though. Anytime you have been through so-called anything in your life, let's just say you have gotten into situations where you found out that somebody who you was close to, you know, they was doing you wrong. They had some tricks up their sleeve. And for a long time, you would have never imagined that this person or a group of people were doing these things. But this is because, you know, all things that's done in the dark has to come to the light. So, you know, they thought that they got over on you. They thought that they had one up on you. They thought that you would never find out what they were doing or how they really felt about you. You know, they smiling. Yeah, I know that saying, backstabbers. They smile in your face, but the whole time they playing games behind your back and they talking about you and all this and that. Not that you give a damn at this particular point, but you know, I'm pretty sure back then when you were going through things or felt as you was going through things, it kind of bothered you, chosen one, because you were unaware of exactly what was going on from a spiritual aspect. But now, since you have awakened, you know exactly what's going on. You know exactly what was going on back then. So I'm here to tell you that's because the universe has to reveal all things to you. Everything in the dark has to be brought to the light. So never felt like, never feel like, somebody got over or somebody won, because they didn't. They didn't. All demons, all parasites are paying for, they're paying for what they have done to us chosen ones. They paying. And when I say they're paying, I mean they're suffering even more than they were at first. Because for a long time, you were their feast bag, meaning you were their lunch. You were their, they was thriving off of you. But now, since you have taken your energy away, now they can't eat no more. So they're back in hell where they belong. They don't have, only thing they can try to do is go to another chosen one. But since us chosen ones are every day, all day waking up, activating, they're back in suffer mode. They're suffering more than ever at this point. You gotta remember this. So yeah, chosen one, I'm just here to tell you that everything that was done to you in the dark had to come to the light. And anybody that ever did you wrong, trust and believe, they feel bad about it. Because number one, you're not around anymore. See, the greatest thing a chosen one could ever do is take their attention or take their presence away from haters or people that don't serve you or don't mean you any good. When you do that, that's you. When you take your energy back, these entities are suffering. I'm talking like chosen one. I'm talking about they going through it all because you ain't around no more. I'm telling you, you gotta know this. But even though, okay, so that's one way of, I told y'all in the beginning, I'm gonna tell y'all two different ways that everything done in the dark has to come to the light. Now that was the low vibrational way that I was just talking about. That's when you're dealing with parasites and negative energy, all of that has to come to the light. So another way, or another, what I'm here to tell you is that since everything comes from the darkness, meaning the spiritual realm, you gotta know that you yourself, chosen one, you've been operating in the darkness as well. I tell y'all that you are a non-ether being. You come from the darkness. You got to understand this too. When I say everything, because y'all got to remember, we're in a hologram. We're operating with non-ether light, and we're operating with AI, artificial light, meaning the devil, the reptilians are projecting their AI light. So they come from the AI darkness. They don't come from where we come from, but they still operate in the spiritual realm. It's just not from our house. That's how I look at it. I'm gonna make a video breaking that down too. You know exactly what I'm talking about when I say they don't come from where we come from. They not a part of us. They in their own house, but it's still in the spiritual realm. So you got to know that when I say you've been operating in darkness as well, meaning when it comes to your great ideas, when it comes to just you leveling up, you putting the work in, you meditating, you leveling up your life and changing everything about you, you sticking to your goals, you building out, things that you're creating for yourself, that's you operating in the darkness as well. The internal world, you've been in the spirit realm, you've been in the gym spiritually. So all of that has to manifest into the lights, aka the 3D reality. Even though we're going to the 5D, I'm talking about out here in so-called physical reality. So all of that, you being in the gym with your life, you taking care of yourself, you leveling up, you staying committed, and you doing what you're supposed to do. All of that was done in the dark, meaning done in the spiritual realm, meaning you having a strong mental diet, meaning you just being courageous and you having the courage to be different. All of that you've been doing in the dark has to come to the light. It has to manifest in this light realm, in this 3D light realm. So that's the benefits. That's a benefit of everything being done in the dark has to come to the light, because you are the ultimate chosen one. You are the non-ether ultimate. So yeah, I'm here to tell you that continue to work in the darkness. Every time that you close your eyes when you go to sleep and dream at night, that's you in the dark realm, you in the underworld. So keep on creating, keep on, uplifting your talents and just living out your gifts, and just keep on raising your vibration, doing the right thing, even when you don't feel like it. You understand that it's a bigger goal at this point. There's a bigger thing that's happening with us chosen ones. See, we don't operate off of how we feel anymore. And even if we still operating off of how we're feeling, we are learning day by day to not to buy into all of these feelings. We're bigger than feelings. We're bigger than thoughts. We understand that we are the conscious observer. And it's about what we pay attention to, because whatever we pay attention to, it gets big, it gets broad, and we bringing it to life. So continue to know that everything that's done in the dark has to come to the light. And the light is this 3D hologram that we're in. You're projecting light right now. So make sure that you're projecting and aiming your light in the direction that you want it to go in. So that's all I want to say. I ain't gonna make this too much of a long video. I just wanted to give you both aspects of, what's done in the dark has to come to the light. Everything that's done in the dark, that's been done to you, or you feel like somebody did you wrong, chosen one, you felt like you lost in life, or you ain't winning like you need to be winning, you already know it's because of that other side. You already know that. And it's being brought to the forefront of what they've been doing. They bringing it to the light. But it's okay as long as you over here operating on your side, doing what you supposed to be doing in the darkness, aka the spiritual realm, then all of that has to flourish into the light as well. So that's how you got to do. You got to outdo this beast. Every day you got to outdo the beast, because the beast ain't trying to let up off of you. It ain't trying to let up off you. I told you you was like fine dining. You like a whole full meal feast out here. They trying, come on now. You the winning ticket. You the jackpot. You the golden star. You the 9th God. Remember that. Let me go ahead and get out of here. Till the next time, this is Sharp the Goddess. Take care of your energy. I'm out. Peace.